Bashiruddin inspired the community to cultivate the spirit of sacrifice within themselves. He urged the unemployed to work, even if it was for a small wage. He advised the community to develop values of simplicity, modesty and austerity in their manner of food, dress and housing. He laid down guidelines such as cooking only one dish for meals. Simple though it was, it created a collective spirit of sacrifice not seen in any other community. In 1924, Hazrat Mirza Bashiruddin was invited to attend the Wembley Conference of Religions and to represent Islam. His arrival in London was covered widely in the press. Chowdhury Muhammad Zafrullah Khan Radiyallahu anhu read out the English translation of his address. The audience listened attentively, and the address received a great deal of attention. While in London, Hazrat Mirza Bashiruddin also laid the foundation stone of the Fazl Mosque. Hazrat Mirza Bashiruddin was a great intellect. No subject was too difficult for him to speak upon, whether it was about the existence of God, prayer, divine decrees, worship, the benefit of divine law, life after death, or heaven and hell and their reality. Hazrat Mirza Bashiruddin was able to explain and discuss all of these topics clearly and understandably. His greatest achievement, perhaps, was his outstanding contribution to literature. He wrote over 200 books and pamphlets. Though he had no worldly qualifications, he clearly displayed the ability, as was promised by Allah, in both religious and secular knowledge. As early as 1913, Hazrat Mirza Bashiruddin launched Al-Fazl, the weekly Urdu newspaper of the Jamaat, and that continues to publish to this day. Hazrat Mirza Bashiruddin wrote Tafsir Sagir, a brief commentary in the Holy Quran, and Tafsir Kabir, an exhaustive commentary on the Holy Quran, which has been described as a fathomless ocean of knowledge. This 10,000-page commentary contains a deep exposition of thousands of spiritual truths and hidden secrets of the Holy Quran, many of which had not been presented before. On the 20th of September 1948, the Jamaat faced a major upheaval following the partition of India and Pakistan. The centre of the Jamaat was moved from Qadian in India to Rabwa, a small town near Chinot in Pakistan, which was then a barren tract of land. 313 volunteers elected to remain in Qadian to protect its holy precincts. The group included Mirza Wasim Ahmed, Hazrat Mirza Bashiruddin's son. It was a very testing time for the Jamaat in India, who was surrounded by hostile forces. But in spite of this, the Jamaat established itself and flourished in Rabwa. Hazrat Mirza Bashiruddin launched the Waqf-e-Zindagi scheme for dedicating one's entire life for the service of Islam. He initiated the annual Siratul Nabi, which are public meetings convened to present to the world the life and character of the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him. He also instituted the annual observance of Religious Founders' Day, which is to celebrate the lives of founders of all the great religions. These events have been instrumental in promoting interfaith understanding and appreciation. Hazrat Mirza Bashiruddin had been given a prophetic title, Fazl-e-Ummah, indicating his spiritual affinity to Hazrat Umar, Radiyallahu anhu, the second successor to the Holy Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him. His achievements bore a close resemblance to those of Hazrat Umar, Radiyallahu anhu, in that he was a brilliant administrator and laid down the foundations for the structure of the Jamaat as we know it today. The 52 glorious years of his Khilafat saw many great achievements. It genuinely represented a golden era in the history of Ahmadiyyat and Islam. He led the community at a time through great adversity. With all the odds against him, even to have survived would have been a great achievement. But the promised reformer did so much more and fulfilled the prophecy to a word. To the members of the community, he was at all times a deeply loving father to whom they could look up to for guidance and advice and encouragement. To all intelligent and reasonable people of goodwill, he proved himself to be a wise friend and counsellor. Towards his opponents he was forbearing and truly sympathetic over their lack of understanding, and to the afflicted he was without discrimination a ready source of comfort and relief. His demise on the 9th of November 1965 plunged the members of the community into overwhelming and intense grief. The editor of The Light, a weekly publication by the Lahori Group, wrote under a caption entitled "A Great Nation Builder" that the death of Hazrat Mirza Bashiruddin Mahmud Ahmad, head of the Ahmadiyya movement, rang the curtain down on an eventful career packed with a multitude of far-reaching enterprises. A man of versatile genius and dynamic personality, there was hardly a sphere of contemporary thought and life during the past century, from religious scholarship to missionary organization, even political leadership, on which the deceased did not leave a deep imprint. Hazrat Mirza Bashiruddin, in his own words, on the occasion of the annual convention in 1961, said, "I declare, depending on the favours and blessings of Allah, that my name shall be preserved in the world forever. Although I will die one day, my name shall never be erased from history. This is a decree of Allah." On the occasion of the centenary celebrations of the Jamaat Ahmadiyya, one of the sons of the second Khalifa, who was then the fourth Khalifa of the promised Messiah, alayhi salam, Hazrat Mirza Tahir Ahmad, rahimahullah ta'ala, said, "So let us enter the new century with the determination that we would respond to the call of Muslim Maud, radiyallahu anhu, every moment of whose life saw the fulfillment of that prophecy. If you respond to that call, you will live the age of Hazrat Muslim Maud. If you live the age of Hazrat Muslim Maud, radiyallahu anhu, you will live the age of the promised Messiah, alayhi salam, the greatest lover of the Holy Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him. And if you live the age of the promised Messiah, alayhi salam, you are assured by the Holy Quran that you will live the age of the Holy Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him. A time will come when all people will proclaim in unison, may the mercy of Allah descend upon this great servant of Islam, who sacrificed his whole life for this cause."
तू मेहदी माऊद का फर्जंद गरामी, तू शौकत इस्लाम का सरमस्त पयामी, तू शौकत इस्लाम का सरमस्त पयामी, इस्लाम की दुनिया में इशाअत तेरा मकसूद, ऐ मुस्लिह माऊद, ऐ मुस्लिह माऊद, ऐ मुस्लिह माऊद, ऐ मुस्लिह माऊद।